Alright, that's enough dancing around. Before I do anything... They changed Gunbreaker, and I'm scared. Hello, chat. Hello, everyone who joins. Hello, VOD viewers. Hello, 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 hello. Here are the dummies over here? No, it's the opposite direction. Hello, Husky. It's been a while since I've had a proper stream, and here I am having to relearn a job they just gave a bunch of adjustments to, that being Gunbreaker. And hello, Tay. Okay, I think I see what changed. Okay, this is a weird change for... So chat, it's because the gimmick of the rotation, as it's called, for Gunbreaker, is that you get this combo every minute. See, because you do your full 1, 2, 3 combo, and that gives you bullets. And this skill, Bloodfest, used to be an every 2 minutes thing, but now it just gives you all the bullets. Alright, that's enough of that. And they also changed Red Mage. But I don't think they gave Red Mage, like, any... like, change that actually matters. Well, I did give it a change that matters. You can do your melee combo from far away now, if you use, Manification. Okay. And well, Dragoon hasn't changed to my knowledge. But what has changed in the game overall is if I approach the settlement over here. Before, dear chat who does not play this game, your glamours, your outfits were locked to whatever class you, like, see this here? This is the Gunbreaker outfit from Endwalker. I could only use it as a Gunbreaker, but in the new update, I can use it as a Dragoon. Ooh, which means I can use this outfit. I've been very fond of this outfit. He looks very nice. So yeah, the fashion options are now finally more versatile, which is good, because look at how ridiculous default armor looks like when you don't have anything. For now, though, Alad does have a casual outfit, which will be this one. Anyway, that... First things first... let's see... So, ironically, I'm not gonna immediately play the newest content, because I have a collab to play. Also, I hope the volume levels are good. Please yell at me if you want me to edit them, raise the music, or whatever. This game has very versatile sound options. Gotta love this jazzy hub theme. Sorry about the sniffles. Well, if it isn't a lead, tell me, do you have a moment? Animal carcasses have been turning up one after the other in Shalawani, and we've yet to figure out why. We were preparing to launch an investigation, and then we received this. A distinctive style to be sure, but it's undoubtedly a mark bill, no less peculiar than the client who delivered it, either. Too small for a Hetsaro, and yet too furry to be a Lalafell. Whatever distant land they hail from, I doubt I've ever heard of it. I feel like I've seen a bill like this before. I wish I was able to do a Latino accent, because Eled is supposed to have one. So you've handled a request like this previously? I'll be damned! Lately there have been sightings of a large beast roaming the plains, which we believe is responsible for the rash of carcasses. From what I've heard, it bears a striking resemblance to the creature depicted on this bill. To be frank, we'd all rest easier if the one who helped fell Valley Garmanda were the one to take this on. Will you lend us your strength? If it's been deemed a threat, it must be eliminated. Indeed, this is a matter we would be wise to approach with all due caution. It'd be best to speak with the client directly, as they'll be able to apprise you of all the details. They should be hanging about the tavern in Hutsatani. I expect you'll have no trouble finding them. Oh, that's cool. Husatani, I think is... Husatani? Nah, Husatani, that's how it'd go. Also, let me glance at my phone real quick. Okay, the coloring's all nice and dandy. I have HDR on and was worried about stuff. It's been a while since I've seen my own character. I forgot how big he is. Yes, I'm the feline who put out the bounty on the monster. Are you a hunter? Don't you mean Meowster? Meowster? What in the... Oh, I see. You've met one of my kin before, haven't you? I hadn't realized other felines had ventured to these parts. But putting that aside, I've been searching for a capable hunter to aid me in my quest. Can I count on your help? Wonderful! You don't seem to have a grand hub for hunters in this land, so I was beginning to lose hope I'd find anyone. I'd better begin telling you by how I arrived here. It relates to our mark, you understand. The mark in question? None other than Guardian Arkveld. The creature normally resides in the Forbidden Lands. My comrades and I were in the midst of investigating its territory when... a spider-like thing appeared as if out of nowhere. Before we could make heads or tails of what it was, a cocoon nearby burst open, and from it emerged a newborn Arkveld. The two then began to clash in a fierce battle for supremacy. As the battle came to a head, the mysterious invader created a ring glowing with light. Before we knew it, the Guardian had disappeared without a trace. And then, all before me turned white. When I came to, I found myself in this land of Tyrol. Oddly enough, the invader spoke just moments before the flash. I think it said, "Program loop upgrade." I have no idea what that means, but I'm guessing it has to do with why I'm here. I was searching for a way home with my companion when I learned that a guardian Arkveld was wreaking havoc nearby. I thought it best that I recruit a hunter to take it down before it could bring ruin to the wilds. Now that you're up to speed, I'd say we better get started. I appreciate that my mute button is right on my controller whenever I need to cough or something. I noticed there are quite a few people in this town carrying curious weapons. I took such folks for hunters at first, but it turns out they're members of a group that catches folks up to no good. The Dust Watch, I think they're called. The hunters of my land are no strangers to capturing their quarry either, you know. We use shock or pitfall traps to immobilize a beast, and then unleash a barrage of trank bombs to put them to sleep. I happen to be an expert at laying traps, so I'd be happy to put my talents to use, should any fugitives cross our paths. Oh yeah, the implication in Monster Hunter is that there's like no crime, almost, because everyone's too worried about, you know, the monsters. So like, it's an in-lore thing for Monster Hunter to use your weapons only for hunting. Do you mind? I'm escorting a cat. How to stop crime. Get some monsters around. Oh, I forgot. I can just mount up and... Also, I want to say, this is one of the best battle themes in all of Final Fantasy. I'm not afraid to say it. As I understand it, sandstorms sometimes sweep across these plains. Is that right? The Forbidden Lands similarly have a tumultuous climate, the environment shifting greatly with the changes of seasons. In the fallow period, the land grows barren, so monsters fight over what limited food they can find. And come the intense weather conditions of the inclemency period, apex predators begin to emerge, making it a very precarious time. But after that comes a period of plenty, when flora and fauna flourish in abundance. No matter the season, there's always something new to discover, bringing fresh excitement with each expedition. Yeah, I'm not gonna read every single little thing, but I'll do what I can. Pungent, sticky substance. I love the music of this zone. These scales. I'm certain they came from Guardian Arkveld. To think it came so close to a settlement. Thankfully it turned away, but there's nothing stopping it from coming back. We need to find its lair before anyone gets hurt. With everything we found, I believe we have what we need to locate our prey. If we're to give proper chase, we should call on my comrade, resting back in town. Could I trouble you to gather a few samples before we go? Right before stream, I had just eaten, and I still haven't finished my soda, and I can feel a burp stuck in me. Ah. My feathered friend here is called a Sacred. Not only does it make for a reliable mount, but it can also carry all the essentials for a hunt thanks to its sturdy build. And that's not all. It can even memorize the monster's scent and track it down. Try letting it smell what you gathered. Bird. A bird up. Alright, before we do that, I feel like I need a change of outfit. I have a lot of options. I'll go with this one, or... This one, or... this one. I'll go with this one. Oh. Hello? Are you there? Oh good, I can hear you. This link pearl is a true gem. Though Arkveld lay dormant within its cocoon for a long time, guardians are said to awaken when they sense a powerful presence nearby. It may have turned back after approaching the settlement because something even stronger drew its attention. I don't like how when you're mounted up... That stormy dome in the distance marks a land dominated by fierce lightning storms, right? I sure hope that's not where Arkveld was headed. Just like Monster Hunter Wilds, you have no control of the bird and it will just auto-run to the target. What? You found the remains of a monster? Quick, examine the corpse to see if there are any signs it was preyed upon. I'd expect as much from a guardian. You see, unlike your average monster, they have no need to eat their prey. I think Arkveld may be fixated on the energies in this place, and felling any monster that gets in its way. Sounds like a Turol Vidral. Interesting. I didn't realize such creatures exist in this land. The world truly is full of limitless wonders. Guardians are a little different, but a creature gaining immense strength from an extraordinarily long life puts me in mind of tempered monsters. Very powerful creatures where I'm from. What? That sounds like a turf war. Clearly Arkveld's been on edge since it arrived here. I bet it's lashing out at anything it deems a threat. At this rate, it's going to throw the whole ecosystem out of balance. We have to stop it. But how? Oh, I've got it. Try taking a pot out from the pouch of the sacred. You'll know when you found the right one. If it makes your nose wrinkle. It's called a dung pod, and as your downloadly noticed, it possesses a frightfully fetid smell. Whether it's a single monster or even a horde, a well-positioned throw would send even the most rabid beast packing. It has no effect on guardians, but the scent should be unbearable for whatever Arkveld's fighting. Throw it with everything you've got. Whoa. Just heard a loud bang from a neighbor. Not my next door neighbor, but like the one on the opposite side of the building, I guess. For reference, that big snake is a world boss. As in a boss that requires a horde of players to beat. Hi. Watching Arkveld fly is so weird. Here's hoping the queue time for this duty isn't too long. I still have... Oh my god, I'm so sorry, chat. That was in there for like the past 5 minutes. This is silly. I just ate and that made me hungry. The Windward Wilds now accessible. is a cool environment. Alright, queue time of 5 minutes, supposedly. Let's see, how to kill time, how to kill time. Well, chat, oh, never mind. Shock to all, the Windward Wilds. Realizing I don't have my keyboard at the ready for this. It's been a while since I last played 14. Haven't played it since before I moved out, even. Ooh, I love how it's even introduced like it is in Monster... Okay, that's cool. Cool fact, in Monster Hunter Wilds, you get to fight a Guardian Arkveld only once. I gotta get used to playing again. Wow! Okay, I am appreciating that he's fought just like a regular Final Fantasy XIV boss. Because by comparison, boy does Rathalos suck. That was a cool AoE. Oh, that's cute. That person in the chat wished me luck. Or wished me to have fun, specifically. That was a cool AoE pattern. Oh, stack marker. Seriously, I'm loving this. This is a... Okay. I'm glad I moved out of that in time. I'm having a surprisingly easy time. Guardian Arkveld brings its might to bear. Ah, my rotation! Oh yeah, in the world of Monster Hunter, red lightning means dragon energy. Ow. Rude. Rude! I'm not a healer, so I don't need to see the party list. Plus, that gives you guys in chat a better opportunity to see the cool visuals. I'm just realizing none of its moves have been, yeah, there haven't been any cast bars. Interesting. Took you a while, healer. Wait, no, yeah, it doesn't have cast bars. I like that. Just like real Monster Hunter, you have to pay attention to animations, but they're not going so far in the direction of Rathalos, where... See, Rathalos sucks, because Rathalos fight is literally just... It's just Rathalos from Monster Hunter. The same attacks, same telegraphs, same everything, except you're dodging, you know, MMO style, so it doesn't really work. Oh. Pretty lengthy fight, too. And the cool thing is that a lot of these moves are not something you see out of Arkveld in in Wilds. Although, they are... how do I say this? Next year, during February, I think, they say they'll add, Arc-tempered Arkveld. That's a fancy title for Super Boss. Right where... Whoa! Ah, sure, I did not properly desync my battle litany. See, 'cause there's one other Dragoon, and we cast in a party-wide buff, and we're supposed to spread it if there's more than one, but I forgot. Hey, let's go. I'm not gonna read this ending, it's just gonna be... This is just... You did it! Now we need to find a way to get you home. Ah! I nearly forgot! I'm not entirely sure how I'll make it back to the Forbidden Lands, I'll admit. And yet, I don't feel awfully anxious about it. It's not every day you get spirited away to a vast continent like this, you know? I'd like to see the sights and speak with the people. I'll find a way back in the course of that, I'm sure of it. I wouldn't mind learning more about the myriad monsters and resources here either. I'll see where the winds take me, and I'll fill out my field guide as I go along. Who knows, by the time I make it home, I may have filled the whole thing. Do you think I'd be a worthy adventurer by then? Oh my god, excuse me again. Ah! I don't see him coming. Like, I can feel the gas there, but like, I can't discern how close or far I am to the burp. Ba-da-na-na-na-na-na. Well, speaking of Coyote... Look at them. I already have a lot of mounts, but okay. I'll take another bird with me. I'm not opposed to more birds. I think someone in my neighborhood is smoking weed. There's a funky smell. Alright, what do you make, Smithy? Oh, you make the, you make the Hope outfit. Okay. Anyway, now that we have that cleared, I won't continue with the main scenario just yet. I will instead first do the raids. We're off to the Arcadion. Although the teleport point is actually over there. Wait. Ba-da-na-na-na-na-na. Ba-da-na-na-na-na-na. Raiders! Oh, Elad, I was hoping you'd drop by. There's something I wanted to share with you before heavyweight matches begin. Come on in. Alright, so TLDR of the raid plot in the aftermath of the main quest, where it's like, hey, the people keep using soul energy to, like, revive themselves. There's a whole tournament at a place called the Arcadion, which, by the way, oh, you can't see it that well from here. I'll show it off when I can, because the Arcadion looks nuts. But TLDR, the Arcadion is a place of fighting, where the combatants use the souls of monsters to power themselves up. Except that using monster souls is giving them cancer. So we're trying to get the fighters to quit before they die of monster soul cancer. I've asked Honey and the others to come as well. Before they arrive, let's have a quick refresher on the situation. Sorry, I had a coughing fit. How did he learn all this? Where does he get this information? I've never met the man, so he's a complete mystery to me, so that's why I wanted to gather everyone, in order to form a better picture of who we're dealing with. Hello, my dears. We let ourselves in through the back. You never know who's watching after all. That's not a southern accent. I don't know how to do a southern accent that well. Sorry, hon, but I haven't met the president in the flesh either. That's not so... How is it possible that I can't on the spot do a southern accent? Sorry, I'm just a little flabbergasted at myself. Often had debates about the best way to engage the audience. Well, I believe the key is making folks feel good. He insists that they need to feel a measure of discomfort, and that's the job of a heel. 'Tis when the loathsome are laid low that the audience knows the highest high, and the fighters burn brightest, he'd always say. That sort of poetic justice has appeal, I'll admit. For proof, you need look no further than the frenetic crowds of the Brute Bombers matches. Whatever else the president may be, he's a damn good showman. Right, the president's personal life. All I know is he traces his ancestry to Lindblom. Lindblom? That's where the stimulant for the regeneration factor was apparently researched. Well, what do you know? Unfortunately, I never got to the opportunity to hear more about his past. Last time I saw the old man was 3 years ago. And for reference, chat, in the lore of Alexandria had a war with Lindblom, but then they had a lightning storm apocalypse, and now we're here. So even between all of us, we hardly know anything about the president. Our play remains E-led, becoming grand champion. Only then will the president share the cure's whereabouts. And if he goes back on his word, we can threaten to reveal the truth about the immortalized to the public. If all else fails, then we do have that hand. But if we're to use it, we must first rescue Eutrope and Uni. So as to not endanger them, the plan will need to be discreet and foolproof. And I could use everyone's help. Can I count on you all? I'm offended you thought... I can't do the southern accent. I keep trying. I'm offended... See, if I keep trying to go further without interrupting myself, it just becomes Bitsy without the pitch. I'm offended you thought you had to ask. Of course you can count on us. Howdy, y'all. I know what a southern accent sounds like. Oh, there, I got it. That's a little too exaggerated for what I'm thinking for this gal. Auntie, what have I done? I don't know. Does the B stand for Bitsy? Who knows? Honey Bitsy lovely. Oh yeah, let's watch the TV. Fans of the fight and connoisseurs of combat, I bid you welcome to another edition of the Arcadion Hour. For today's special guest, we have the heavyweight fighter who shall soon face the unenhanced upstart, Arcveld, in the ring. The devilishly divine dominatrix, Vamp Fatale. Does that imply that she's bisexual? Arcveld has climbed his way up to the ranks without the use of a feral soul. Should this upstart rise to become Grand Champion, they would be able to do so as they please with the Arcadion Soul Repository, and it seems they intend to release all the souls. This would fundamentally alter the Arcadion, leaving it a championship of unenhanced fighters. What are your thoughts on this? Don't make me laugh. The upstart would only bore us to death. Our fans crave spectacular battles that will blow them away, and you simply can't get that without feral souls. So saith the lady, and what do you, the people, actually think? We hit the streets to find out. Fight without feral souls? Would even be the point? This is Arcadion we're talking about. If I can't watch a muscular woman imbued with a beast soul squeeze the life out of her enemies like she's making juice, I'm not interested. This guy gets it, I think. The unenhanced warrior? Just a novelty, I reckon. There to drum up excitement for the championship. It was interesting at first, I'll admit, but the act has gotten old, and everyone's had enough of it. I know I have. Frankly, I despise the upstart. He forced the Howling Blade to retire with that outrageous wager, for one thing. We don't need some outsider barging in and running roughshod over our traditions. Leave the Arcadion alone, you hear me? Leave the Arcadion alone. See? And no one wants his pathetic excuse for entertainment. Huh, that's odd. There should have been some interviewees who supported Arcveld as well. or perhaps not. Your next, darling. You've been a naughty, naughty boy, and I'm going to give you the punishment you deserve. I love domineering women, but not like that. Screenshotting that expression, he looked very cute. And I just finished my soda. Girl, I'm the warrior of light. I don't need to worry about supporters. Arcveld is so pretty. Sorry, I'm gonna be fawning over my own character. It's been a while since I last played. I'm allowed to think my character is pretty. You are a child. He is a handsome fella? Yeah! That smirk. I love him. You know what? That could be my daily sketch for today. Draw some LED. So I think for the raids. Alright, chat, what would be more interesting for Attorney Arc? Looking like a robot? Which, yeah, look at the dot eyes. Or should I go with... It'd be funny if I was casual. I'm leaning this outfit. It's a good outfit. Well, while I walk over there, I'll let y'all decide the vibe. Okay, geez, okay, that's the last burp for this stream. I'm so sorry. That's funny though, like Pepsi and Coke make me hiccup. I guess root beer just makes me burp really loudly. Anyway, there's the Arcadion. Big ol' PC tower. By the way, reminder that Solution 9 is only one level of an entire civilization. This is indoors and this is only one level. I love this game's nutty architecture. Ba-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Ba-da-da-na-na-na. I love the quest music for Dawn Trail so much. It's so happy. Right then, let's take a look at your first heavyweight opponent. Vamp Fatale, whom you had the displeasure of seeing in the broadcast earlier. She's a fiendish fighter who harnesses the soul of the Desmodont, a giant bat whose power allows her to suck the life out of her opponents. Her biggest claim to infamy, though, is the fact that she's a sadist. Inflicting pain brings her pleasure, and her ring is filled with apparatuses for that purpose. Mind your surroundings out there, and you'll become her plaything. Remember, you have plenty of fans that believe in you, so believe in yourself, and show them the strength of the unenhanced warrior. Now, get out there, give Femme Fatale what for, and claim your first heavyweight victory. Oh. Eli, you can't keep smirking like that. Arcadion Heavyweight Match 1, now accessible. Let's hope I'm geared up enough for it. It'd be very embarrassing if I wasn't. I'm not geared up enough for it. Husk, can you kill that bot? Thank you. Wah 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 wah. Wah 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 wah. Wah 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 wah. Na 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 na. Let's see, what's my gear level? 750, 740, 750... It's only my weapon that's holding me back. Are you kidding me? And annoyingly, they don't have a market board here. Yeah, I like this game, but it's very annoying that for old gear, so I'll explain in a moment. So every raid tier, they introduce a new set of tomestones. There's always there's the uncapped and the capped. Whenever there's a new raid tier, the previous capped tomestones become the uncapped ones, so it's just the same gear from the last tier to catch you up in levels. The issue is that to get a weapon in the current raid tier, you either have to do savage raids or you have to do the final boss of a raid 4 times, as in you take a whole month to get a weapon, because you can only get the weapon piece once per week whenever the tier is current. But whenever there's a new tier, the old stuff still requires those weapon pieces. So if I want to get a new weapon without going to the market board, I still have to do this fight 4 times just to get a new weapon. And it's ridiculous because previous expansion weapons don't need the weapon pieces from raids. Only the current content does. So, like, there is an awareness of an issue enough to make it so you're not screwed out of doing previous expansion content. Yeah, not enough forethought to, like, fix it here. And look, because the current raid tier, all these weapons are going to be super expensive. Thank you, Rando, for having a spear worth 3 gil? Or... when did I get that? Well, I spent 3 gil for nothing, but at least it was only 3 gil. It is a neat looking weapon. Oh, I got it from Arkveld! Right? I'm still not geared enough for the raid, though. What a dilemma. Let's see what I can get. Why you so expensive? These dang crafters, man. Alright, back to solution 9. This is very awkward. Sorry. I'm always just slightly phlegmy. Ba-da-na-na-da-da. Ba-da-na-na-na-na-na-na. Let's see, let me look at my gear pieces. So I already have a 750. Accessories is what would help me. I can afford that. Get a ring. Still not enough. What can... I hate this. Alright, let's see. What can I do that's quick and will get me... Wait. I need to check my savings. Oh. I have none. Seriously, what can I... Wait a second, the discontinued tombstones. No, oh my god, I hate this game sometimes. I have to travel all the way to Mordona. And now I teleport back to Solution 9. Well, did not think the camera would give us that up close a view of the Warrior of Light. Ba-da-na-na-na-da-da. Ba-da-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na. And that's it. That's all I can afford for gear. That was honestly very annoying, but I'm glad I don't have to actually go grind out a new duty for initiating the raids. And can I cast a glamour on my weapon? I can. Ba-da-da-da-da-da. Oh, that was so annoying. And let's see, what can I get? See, because chest and legs require 4 tokens, hands, legs require 2, accessories require 1. And I already just spent everything on accessories. Yeah, I'll get 2 accessories, and then maybe I'll see when the loot drops. All right, I've listened to your music, lady. I love it. Now, time for us to fight.
She'll make your pulse race while freezing your blood. The voluptuous femme fatale!
Will you cry out in pleasure or pain?
Feast your eyes on the lovely and lethal femme fatale! Will the challenger fall prey to the cruel mistress?
Come, my pets. This is my show. I will hear you scream.
A wicked weapon. Femme fatale's poised to execute a fatality.
You will become a stain on this world.
I'm vibing, chat.
The challenger has nowhere left to run! Oh, not fast enough, I'm afraid. That must have hurt. Hang in there.
This is just the beginning. My faithful minions, give me your ether!
It's begun! She's draining the audience of their ether.
All of you will be
Sorry if the game is too loud now, but that was really funny.
Van Patel's unleashed the ether. The challenger's in her realm now.
I'm loving this battle theme a lot. I love that segment that just played. Also, I hope the volume is still okay, chat. Complain to me if it isn't. I feel like this would be a Fortnite menu theme.
You are a stubborn one, but it is not too late to beg for mercy.
The spectacle of slaughter resumes. How will the challenger adapt? It's a veritable reign of death.
Oh my god. Just barely passing these DPS checks. What an amazing first fight. Holy moly.
Such insolence I have never known. More. I need more ether.
She's draining the crowd's ether again! I hope our dear spectators are feeling all right.
Oh my god, those are big AoEs. What does the savage version of this fight look like? Oh no.
In pain lies pleasure.
She's unleashed even more ether! How will this end?
Dun 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 dun. Ba dun 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 dun. Ba dun 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 dun. This fight would have an obstacle on our path play. I see it. Well, was one of those lyrics, "I don't hear your safe word"? Okay.
On your knees, damn you!
I like her big ball. Ooh.
What power! Looks like someone isn't holding back.
Ooh. All of the ref bots.
Is decided. Victory goes to the challenger.
Oh my god. That was scary.
It's all over. Until next time.
Alright, Please? Please, I would like to not redo the fight for loot. Please? Please? Oh, thank God. You get one piece of loot per fight, per week, when it's current. And there it is, your first heavyweight victory. I never doubted you for a moment, Aled. I'm sure you heard them, but the audience was going absolute wild. Indeed they were. Oh my god. Also, none of my gear has materia on it. Oh well. Daring Devils. Now then, there's a bit of time before your next bout. That's because your opponent originally would have been none other than Wicked Thunder, Eutrope. For reasons we know all too well, they have to call up a replacement, and who that is hasn't been decided yet. So let's head back to the gym for now. With some luck, Ritsara has made some progress on the rescue. Ba-da-da-da-da-da-na-na-na. I'm not sure if you were paying that much attention, chat, but during that fight, during the saw blade phase, we were like a second away from wiping. Ooh, boy. Ba-da-da-da-ba-wa-da. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. They wrecked the gym? What? Wow, that's petty. Hey there, kitty cat. We made ourselves at home while you were out. You're the ones who did this? We heard this was an unenhanced... We heard this was the unenhanced Kook's haunt, so we decided to drop by to say hello. What have we here? It's the dynamic duo who have taken tag team matches by storm. The Extremes. Could they be Aled's next opponents? The unenhanced warrior is a singles specialist, though, so I expect he will be pitted against only one of them. which brother will it be that takes to the ring? The older, cool and collected, deep blue, or the younger, fierce and fiery, red hot? It'll be both of us, naturally. We don't work any other way. Don't worry, though. We'll tag in and out, so it'll be a fair fight. You're cool with that, right? Come at me together if you like. That's the only way you can win. I like to smile again. Wait, I like zoned out. What was the dialogue? It'll be both of us naturally. We don't want to work. We don't work any other way. Don't worry though. We'll tag in and out. It'll be sure. Big words, big shot. But we wouldn't break the rules, right, bro? We wouldn't. But don't we always? No, we wouldn't. Oh, was that meant to be a secret? Not another word for you. You've had a good ride so far, kook, but it won't go so smooth for you on our surf. You're gonna wipe out and wipe out hard. I really should set up my Twitch affiliate stuff. Get you guys some nice emotes. I can't tell if that was laughing or crying, but he's been suspect since the start of the quest chain. Oh yeah, in the previous tier, there was a guy who he died of the beast soul cancer, but he had cats, and we kept them. They're safe, thankfully. They sensed the danger and fled upstairs. Huh. You know, I kind of like the idea, because Honeybee is an idol, so I kind of like the idea of just like, oh yeah, an idol using her fame to get info. That's cool. Bees, da 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 da. Ultimate mega boom kick. Were you gonna conveniently teleport us there? No! Wow! Ba-da-da-da-ba-wa. Da-da-da-da-ba-da-da-da. Ba-da-na-na-na-na. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Right, let's take a closer look at your opponents. Red Hot and Deep Blue, who formed the popular tag team, The Extremes. What in the Tony Hawk is this theme? Storm Divers, great lizards capable of manipulating elements. Oh, neat! Those are lizards that were a boss fight in a previous expansion, actually. Seriously, what is this music? This is the most aggressively 2000s thing I've ever heard. He said, bread. Apple. When did I get this? What? There's a lot of good emote animations out there. Phone. There's the special emotes. A lot of little dances. This one I find goofy. This is from a boss fight in Stormblood. Oh. Da-da, ba-da, ba-da, da-da-da-da-da.
duo, the Extremes! This will be a tag team match of extreme proportions.
I can handle you alone.
My word, such scorn for the challenger. Oh, what fearsome flames! He set the ring ablaze.
I ride the inferno.
The flames are spreading. At this rate, the challenger will be trapped.
I'll wipe you out.
Hey, save some fun for me.
Deep Blue's lost his cool. He's tagging in.
If there ain't a wave to ride, just make one yourself.
Good gods, what an enormous wave!
Enormous wave indeed! Ah, jeez.
Bet you've never seen anything this gnarly.
Oh!
You're going down!
I forgot this game has like proper spatial audio.
What a drag. Let's do this together, bro.
Both brothers have entered the ring. Oh, that's grounds for disqualification.
No, it ain't.
They don't fight alone either, so it's only fair.
The Extremes fight as one.
It seems the referee is allowing it. It's double trouble for the challenger.
We're just getting started.
Hey, check out this smooth teamwork.
Oh, big wave.
The brothers have triggered a fusion explosion. Truly, they're deadly beings. And they're down. Can they recover from this?
Oh!
And they're back in action. Can they turn the tide?
A poor healer.
I've been saving this trick just for you.
Oh, brace yourselves, folks. The Extremes are holding nothing back.
Oh, what the hell?
But fighting spirit!
Healers are fighting for their lives right now. I am terrified as to what that mechanic looks like in Savage. Oh my god.
Bet you've never seen anything this gnarly.
Uh-oh. They use the revive on the same person. And of course I'm the last one to be revived. How rude.
I lied.
Chat, do they know that I'm streaming?
You're going down!
I love getting revived and then not getting healed so I can survive incoming attacks. Well, the limit break is almost charged, so we should be good.
If there ain't a wave to ride, just make one yourself.
Oh my goodness, that is a spicy stack! Oh my god. Ooh.
Bet you've never seen anything this gnarly.
Ah, I still got the vulnerability stack. Oh man, I thought it was so cool. And what's not cool is... Seriously, what does this fight look like in Savage? Oh my goodness. Hey, Dragoon, maybe don't use your limit break when the healer could use that?
wipe you out.
Bet you've never seen anything this gnarly.
I'm not finished with you yet!
I'm gonna appreciate their arena. What a cool logo.
Impressive footwork on display today.
Oh my goodness, I can't believe we didn't wipe.
The match is decided! Victory goes to the challenger!
That astrologian deserves the comment.
Until next time.
Was it the astrologian or the white healer who was... I can't remember, but either way... Oh my god. Oh, I got nothing. Oh, that means I have to redo that fight eventually. Or did I actually get something? No, I did not. Can you? Hi, Neri. With this, you've earned your title shot against the Grand Champion. You'll need to be more prepared than ever for that bout. But for now, a good rest is in order. Let's head back to the gym. Oh my god, we keep cutting it close for every fight. Barely passed the DPS check in the first one. Almost wiped in the second one, but thank goodness the healers survived long enough. First Vamp Fatale and now the Extremes at once? You're incredible! I knew you'd beat those bullies, Aled. You look so cool out there. Oh my god. Did Bahamut from 15 attack him? Hey, gotta go play with family and do well in future battles. Thank you. Honorless curs, you're a blight upon the Arcadion. Be gone from my sight.
Is there a fucking car? It's a fucking...
I'm 25 and I drive a car. Put up your weapon, challenger. A true warrior does not engage his opponent outside the sacred ring. I am the grand champion of the Ascension Arcadia Championship. I'm going with this voice. He owns a car. And I know all about you, upstart. You think yourself a babyface who brings change, but to me, you are a heel who would tear down our traditions. That's right, you're nothing but a villain. You are resolved to destroy the Arcadion as we know it. It is only meet that you understand how it came to be. Listen well. It all began with the president's ancestor. The man was a noble in the kingdom of Lindblom, known for his love and patronage of the theatrical arts. When the storm surge came to a head, he was forced to flee his homeland. For years he wandered the endless waste until, in desperation, his eye did not get to finish that. To his great surprise, the Alexandrians welcomed him with open arms. In the sight of them toiling hand in hand to build new lives, he saw a vision of that ancient paradise of myth, Arcadia. I have a sore in my mouth and it's hurting right now. Oh no! He longed to repay the kindness he had received, and at length found the answer in the fighting contest that the people enjoyed in secret as a diversion. Using the riches he had brought with him, he created a new form of entertainment, one that blends thrilling fights and gripping theatrics. Thus was the Arcadion born. Alas, it did not endure in its original iteration. As survival grew more challenging, it became increasingly difficult to host matches. Eventually they ceased to be held altogether, and the Arcadion was all but forgotten. The years passed. Advancements to Electrope brought stability, and the advent of soul technology a sense of security. For the first time in generations, Alexandrians experienced tedium. Wishing to provide the excitement they craved, the president revived the Arcadion and held matches that pitted recreated simulacra against each other. And when the people clamored for fiercer fights, he satisfied them by introducing the use of feral souls. In this way did the Arcadion rise up to become the premier form of entertainment in Alexandria and a pillar of our culture. This is the I'm trying to do a gag of pronouncing Arcadian different every time. This is the Arcadion's history the legacy that lives on in its sacred halls. This is what you seek to destroy. Feral souls are the very soul of we fighters, and we will not allow an outsider to dictate our culture and take them from us. All hail the tyrant. Feral souls bad choice of me. Okay, you can satisfy people, even unenhanced. You may have garnered attention for fighting unenhanced, but in the end, you are not more than a heel intended to create excitement. It is your fate to fall. I am 25, and I drive a car. I mean, I'll put this VOD up on YouTube later, but, in the meantime, can someone clip my reaction to the fucking car? By the way, it is implied these characters are all in their 20s. Yippee! Oh, this theme. Fun fact, this sad cutscene theme we're listening to is actually an area theme from 1.0. I'm sorry, we weren't able to rescue Eutrope. We found a Uni in the reception hall, but there was no sign of Eutrope, and no time to search for her. We approached him without expectation, and were pleasantly surprised when he agreed to help us. He's contrived to make it so the President doesn't learn of our foray in a hurry. Furthermore, Metem has an idea of where Eutrope might be. He promised he would see her safely returned. Okay, that was a crying earlier. He might be the President's pawn. Soul of a behemoth. Oh. I'm guessing we're gonna see the famous comet mechanic. Thank God you didn't have another dialogue box. It's real funny how the Adventurous D&D podcast just permanently altered my vocabulary. The Bitsy voice is really fun to do. Can you imagine if that's what a lead sound like? God, that'd be awful. Ah, hi there, little kitty cat. You know, I feel like saying, I don't have a canon age for ELED, by the way. Oh yeah, because to leave the gym, you rotate out the door. It's one of these! Ma-na-na-na-na-na. Well, we've done all the fights in this outfit, but let's use... well, I've always used that Dragoon outfit, but this is basically the Dragoon outfit, but more arm. I like this one. I feel like for our final bout, we should look at the traditional part. Ba-da-na-na-na-na-na-na-na. Who names their cat Pomb? Pomb. Pomb. Well, that was cute, getting to talk to the people before we go to our next fight. No! Be right back, chat. If you're curious why I went no, it's because when Dawn Trail released, they kind of abused the heck out of this song. You would hear this song, no joke, at least once an hour, I feel. Alright, and let me find my counter. How many machinations was that? That is 45 uses across this expansion of this one track. Well, here we are. It's the championship match. Time to have our cutscene for the guy. And the cat is here. What a big cat. Right, better focus. I suppose this will be the last time for this, but let's take a look at your opponent. The reigning Grand Champion of the Arcadion, the Tyrant. Prior to becoming a fighter, he was a peerless hunter renowned for his mastery of all weaponry. In the ring, he wields an arsenal of arms and freely switches between them as the situation demands. Based on the information Nayuni found, he'll be using the soul of a behemoth, a fell beast that possesses terrible strength and magics. In addition to powerful physical attacks, he'll unleash devastating whirlwinds and meteors. More than ever, you'll have to take care. Now, go out there and win one last time. Claim the title, and usher in a new era for the Arcadion. One where lives aren't sacrificed for entertainment. As much as I'd like to hear the rest of this theme. I always like hearing the battle theme naturally start when you actually start the mission. It is cool that they let you listen to it and then it seamlessly goes into the next, like, into the battle once you're there, but, like, I don't know, man. Also, I realize in terms of my stats, I could have had food this whole time. Anyway, time for the penultimate fight of the raid. Will the behemoth be as spicy a fight as the two surfers? Let's see. Okay, this is gonna sound weird. What's that angle? Anyway, this is gonna sound weird. He looks like... He looks like he would be in a gacha game for gay people.
At long last, the decisive match against the Grand Champion! Will the challenger triumph and seize the tyrant's throne?
First, I shall take your measure. Show me your footwork.
Another attack evaded with aplomb. Once again, they slip beyond their opponent's reach.
How about this?
Was in the safe zone? Oh man. Also, I'm liking this so far.
The essence of martial mastery.
absolute brutality. The champion's power is unmatched.
There is much more to come.
Oh, the challengers holding their own.
It has been a long time since I've enjoyed myself so.
Oh, it's tyranny time, folks. He knows no mercy, and he's never tasted defeat.
No more holding back.
Charybdystopia is a really cool name. Oh my god!
Unharnessed warrior.
As I was saying, Charybdystopia is a very funny name for a move.
What is he going to do with all those weapons?
Oh, those weapons. Whoa.
Such ferocity! The champion
For reference,
is ruthless indeed.
Behemoth in, original incarnation of Behemoth in this game, and also in, Monster Hunter, Behemoths tend to have a move called Charybdis,
The tyrant
which is like a
altered
big
his
storm.
form. He looks even more tyrannical than before.
Did he alter his form? Oh, yeah. It'd be cool if I could see it. Okay, he's just more glowy, I guess.
Of challenging me unenhanced.
I believe Charybdis is the name of, like, a sea or something. Like, it's something Greek. Oh, oh. This is nowhere near as spicy as that first or second fight.
I will not yield my throne.
What a display of power! He's unleashed the full might of the behemoth!
No!
Oh!
Oh, he split the ring in half. We're going to need urgent repairs.
I feel like it'd be funny if 14 had a collab with Fortnite at this point.
Oh, they're up! What fighting spirit!
Try this.
Oh! Yeah, it's on me.
And now he's thrown the ring. What absurd strength!
Yeah, it would have been cool if I could see it.
Ahem. The ring shall presently be restored. There's a clash between feral pride and mortal resolve. Either side could come out on top.
Jeez.
The power of feral souls makes the Arcadion what it is.
The power of feral souls is what makes the Arcadion what it is. Yeah, I think so far this is ironically the least interesting fight that they've done this tier. Who's using that limit break? Of course, it's the red mage. Yeah, it wasn't so bad. Seriously, that's it? You were the easiest fight so far! And the thing is, I'd say of the Arcadion period, the first tier had very spicy fights, the second tier had very spicy fights, that was so boring. I mean, I guess he threw the stage at us, but like Honeybee Lovely's a menace. The first fight has a lot of broken floor stuff that's real cool, like...
It's all over. Until next time.
Am I gonna have to redo this fight too? Please let me have my token. Please? Yay! I don't have to redo the fight later. Now for more story stuff. honest, this expansion, they played a lot with the focus. Oh, what brings the referee out now? I don't like that. I don't like that. I'm pleased to see I was not mistaken about you. That voice! It's the president! None other. Though this is obviously not my true form. I am in my quarters on the uppermost floor. A deal's a deal. Tell us where the drop of life is. It is here with me. Come, I shall give it to you. You have earned a personal audience. Oh, I'm liking this theme. The drop of life? I haven't the faintest what this is about, but I'd better take a camera to capture these events. Gee, I wonder what's about to happen. Oh. What is that monstrosity? The Lindworm, legendary serpent of Eld and namesake of my homeland. By infusing myself with its soul, I have come to assume this form. The president has become this terrifying creature? And those people... Why, they're the immortalized. Eutrope! Metem, why is she... You promised you would save her! I'm truly sorry, but it seems he was one step ahead of us. You have served me well, Metem. But I've long been aware of your duplicity. Arrayed behind me are all the fighters who have been immortalized. With each feral transformation, their souls were ravaged until they ultimately met their demise. A pitiable fate. They shall make a fitting audience for the final act. Here, in this faithfully recreated Lindblom Theater. Shining ball of darkness, break ball, darkness, however the meme goes. To use the bodies of the departed as a decoration! This is pure depravity! People of Alexandria, in my mission to bring you ever more thrilling entertainment, I have given my very body and soul. I acquired the power of the mighty Lindworm, and thence sought to create fighters who could offer me fierce contest. Alas, all died prematurely, taken by a soul-consuming affliction. But at last they may know peace, for the one I have long awaited has appeared. With the actors thus assembled, the greatest show in Arcadion history may finally begin. In feverish highs shall all sorrow and tedium be swept away. This is Unconscionable! How could the President do such a thing simply for entertainment? Unenhanced warrior, know that you have merely become heavyweight champion. If you wish to be crowned the true Grand Champion, you must now defeat me. I'll send you slithering back to your hole. That's the spirit. See to it that you spare no preparation. Nothing short of perfection will suffice for our performance. A shocking truth has been revealed, and the final match has been set. How will this harrowing tale conclude? To think that the fighters were dying from using feral souls just because we wanted thrills. The Arcadion was my escape, but if I'd known the price for it... If this is the way it is, then our only hope is for the unstoppable upstart to win. That's right. Let's all cheer him on against the evil president. Trope. Well then. Not you too, Eutrope. Not you too. Deep down, I'd feared we might be too late. I'd steeled myself for the worst, but the reality was too much to bear. When I saw how the President had exploited my sister and all those others, I tried to use a feral soul without thinking. I want nothing more than a fight with you, but I know I'd only hold you back. I'd be a fool to tempt fate again with a feral soul. In his twisted mind, the President might think this is just a show, but to me, this is a reckoning. For Eutrope and all the fallen fighters. Bring that monster to justice, he led. Hey Husk! Yeah, I'm calling you out specifically. You ready for a banger? $75 should be good. Alright. Let's go. Okay, now let's go.
It's the shocking true face of the villainous president, the mighty serpent of yore, the Lindworm!
Never had a choice, never let the ops win. Calm them nerves, got the whole world watching. Ready, set, go, there ain't no stopping. Only one option, light it up. Heart is pounding out my chest, the
The president must pay for his crimes. Give him what for, champion. His arm has a life of its own. Is this the power of the mythical Litwa? His arm is slithering out. Oh, that's disgusting.
Shaking out my skin, I got tingling in my hands, moving like a lightning strike. I'm on tonight, so just catch me if you can. Never had a choice, never let the hot swing. Calm them nerves, got the whole world watching. Ready, set, go, and they
Watch out! That is one cruel coil. Once again, they slip beyond their opponent's reach.
not here to make friends. Do or die moment, I love it this tense. Who am I taking out? Thinking you're next, you're next.
Oh, even I felt that. Can't afford to be careless now.
Boils inside of me, looking at the walls around me, closing in. I think, what's it gonna be? Never had a choice, never let the upswing calm them nerves. Got the
His arms are snaking round the ring. What's he planning?
light it up. Everything.
Oh no! The gore has latched onto the champion! Don't panic!
I mean, I probably held the music too loud for my reactions to coming through, but I did not expect the knockback. Ow. Also, this is so awesome.
Direct hit, but they're still standing.
Never let the upswing calm them nerves. Got the whole world watching. Ready, set, go, and there ain't no stopping. Got one option. Light it up. Everything. Whole house packed, not here to make friends. Do or die moment, I love it this tense. Who am I taking out? Thinking you're next, you're next. Everything.
Oh no! The champion's been crushed! And they're back in action! Can they turn the tide? no, they've been felled with a vengeance.
Walls around me closing in. I think what's it gonna be? Never had a choice. Never let the ops win. Calm them nerves. Got the whole world watching. Ready, set, go. No stopping. Got one.
They've been struck with venom, but they can weather it. They must.
Alright, this music's a banger, but it is also a short loop. This is such a cool final fight, though. I don't know if I prefer this over Athena the Tireless one yet. Athena the Tireless one also has, like, the benefit of, like, having all those motifs, so... Never let the ops win. There's a whole world watching. Go, no stopping. Option, light up. Everything burns. Light it up, let's go. Light it up, let's go. Everything burns. Light it up, let's go. Light it up, let's go. Burning brighter than anyone before. I'm way too hot to touch by first. Remember, if you try, everything burns.
Another attack evaded with a fork.
Light it up, let's go, light it up, let's go, everything burns. Everything brighter than anyone alive. I'm way too hot to touch, so just remember if you try.
What power! Looks like someone isn't holding back.
Kind of weird that the president himself doesn't have voice lines, not gonna lie. Although I guess if he had to speak using a robot, the implication is that he can't speak? No choice. Never let the ops win. Hungry drivers and the whole world watching. Go, no stopping. Everything burns! Light it up, let's go, light it up, let's go, everything burns! Light it up, let's go, light it up, let's go. Fire burning brighter than anyone alive. I'm way too hot to touch, so just remember if you try. Okay, now that I'm hearing it in-game, like, this is a good song and it's super good, but I feel like it could have had one more verse. Hello?
The battle is decided! Victory goes to the champion!
I don't believe you.
What the? Could the Lindworm's regeneration be out of control?
Oh god. Oh, that was so in sync!
Completely healed! What outrageous regenerative power!
I'm fire burning brighter than everyone alive. I'm way too... Oh! Ah, gross.
Is there no limit to its regenerative capacity?
Fire burning brighter than anyone alive. I'm way too hot to touch, so don't remember if you try.
the blood boils inside.
Oh.
Unbelievable! The champion's done it! The president has been defeated!
I don't think anything beats the way the phase transition perfectly lined up with the everything burns. Okay. Oh, I got player commendations. That's nice. You did it, Aled. Just as I thought you would. Now tell us where the drop of life is. We won't allow anyone else to die. That which you seek lies before you. The ether yielded by the lindworm's heart is the stimulant for the regeneration factor. Now, set aside your grief, for Eutrope and the other fighters have not perished. Everyone can still be saved. Everyone, except the president. What? Everything has been part of the President's plan to produce the cure for psychonecrosis. When the first fighter was diagnosed with the disease, the President was utterly shaken. He cursed himself for ever introducing the use of feral souls. Determined to find a cure, he turned to the treasure that has been passed down through his line, the egg of the lindworm, a creature known for its phenomenal regenerative abilities. After much experimentation, he ultimately extracted the soul of the unborn beast and took it into himself. I skipped that line. Though he transformed into a monstrosity possessed of preternatural regeneration, he sadly cannot use his power to heal others. To make matters worse, the power meant he was forever locked in its serpentine form, so it was that he was forced to confine himself to this mausoleum. For a small blessing, his regulator still allowed him control over the Arcadion's devices, and he could remotely operate machinery. Also, I want to say, I really love the way that every spine on the wings has a hand. That's so creepy and cool. That was how he was able to make contact with me and convey his intent, to sacrifice himself and have the cure made from his heart. Alas, the lindworm was too powerful. Even the tyrant proved no match, and the Arcadion remained in operation as the search continued for a warrior capable of defeating him. Those fighters who developed psychonecrosis had to be retired and put into a deep sleep, a cold stasis to keep the disease at bay until they could be cured. It was for this reason that Eutrope was kidnapped. The President lamented subjecting more souls to the disease, but for want of other solutions, he could only press on with his plan. If that's the truth, then why didn't you tell us? The President was nothing if not a showman. He dedicated his regrets, his desire for atonement, and indeed his very life, to bring greater thrills to the masses. In so doing, he would promote fiercer competition and give rise to ever stronger fighters. one of whom he hoped would rise up to challenge him. It was just to keep the competition running that the disease was kept secret, and though many fighters showed promise, it seemed as though none would ever transcend the tyrant. That is, until you appeared. From the moment he saw you, the President was certain that you'd be the one to defeat him. All he needed to do was to spur you on, and to do so, he cast you as a rebel who would tear down the Arcadion, and himself as the greatest heel it has ever known. The man couldn't help but turn everything into a spectacle. He's so absurd. One can't help but admire it. So this entire time we've been puppets in the President's play. Confound it, he's already recovered! Oh! You're alive? So apparently this is also going to be the Phase 2 theme for the Savage version, which is giving me thoughts. I'm liking this song. This song is just simply titled The Arcadion. By the way, the Brute Bomber is voiced by the same guy who does the voice of Mumkar from Xenoblade 1. That was basically a flare blitz, yeah? The specific style of orchestration is giving Sonic. The President confided in us long ago. We've been acting according to his instructions. It was my duty to serve as the challenger's final test. And to ensure their hands would not be sullied. My guy, I get your intent, but also I have killed literal despair. I have killed an incarnation of death itself. I have killed the incarnation of war and like anyway, that was cool. Felt the same, but then I woke up, and I was myself again. Met him, explained everything after that. The president had given me less potent souls for the bout, and then his people restored me back to normal. I've been resting in the Arcadian's infirmary ever since, but when I saw that was happening on the broadcast, nothing could help me from coming to help. I might have pushed myself too hard. Forgot I had this little disease. Right! We should move everyone to the infirmary immediately and have the cure created. I shall personally tend to matters from here. Every soul will be saved. I give you my word. Some time later. I'm pleased to say the treatment was effective. Everyone has made a full recovery from the psychonecrosis. The symptoms are completely gone. I feel like myself again, thanks to the cure. And of course to you as well, Eled. Yana has told me all. Words do not suffice to show my gratitude, but please accept my thanks. Mine too. I owe you one. I'm just barely noticing he has heterochromia. That's cool. And I'd be remiss of me not to do the same. Thank you, Eled. I, meanwhile, must apologize to everyone. Although it was to conceal the President's plan, the fact remains that I deceived you. I am truly sorry. All's well that ends well. Ah, those words mean more to me than you can know. There were times when I felt I would be crushed by the weight of the deception. In the end, everything is as the President had hoped. Wherever he is now, he too would doubtless be overjoyed. The city's been destroyed, cough anyways. What? He sacrificed himself to save us all. Another debt I could never repay. The President actually had one last wish. That those who still bear love for the Arcadion, even after everything, continue to fight and bring excitement to the fans. He really had us all figured out. It's as if we're still dancing in the palm of his hand. Oh, what he said. Okay. See, I don't want some references fly over my head easy. Ah, lest you wonder, I've arranged for the souls in the repository to be set free as you desired. Never again shall feral souls be wielded in the Arcadion. From now on, matches will only be fought between unenhanced warriors. The upstart's revolution was a success. This means, however, that there are none at present who could offer you contest. Until our fighters have become strong enough, I'm afraid we won't have any matches for you. I'm sure that day will come soon. I think I speak for everyone when I say I'd love to face you on Enhanced. I won't stop training until I'm ready. And now then, there is to be a crowning ceremony for the new Grand Champion. Naturally, I can't begin without you, so pray come to the green room at your earliest convenience. That was a cool storyline. I don't know if I liked it more. Pandemonium was a really good raid story in the last expansion, so it's honestly a tough act to follow. For those who don't play, because Pandemonium wrapped up some loose threads from the main scenario involving some important characters, and so it was like a heartfelt goodbye to characters we have known previously, whereas this is nice, but we've known the characters only for this quest, and in terms of the greater scheme of the lore, there wasn't much here. Also, I like how they specifically asked, like, yo, are you ready for the ceremony in your outfit? Yeah. My fellow citizens, we are gathered to recognize the new Grand Champion in the Arcadion, an unstoppable force of nature who tore through every obstacle in his way. Please join me in welcoming this radiant star to the stage. The man who boldly ushered in revolution, the unenhanced yet undefeated king of the Arcadion, Elad Morgade. Oh, that's the Dawn Trail theme. That's cute. He looks perfect. It's not wrestling without some bullshit. With the President no longer with us, it falls to my humble self to authorize matches. And on this occasion I am pleased to approve an impromptu exhibition. Seeing Elad next to a child is really funny. He's so big. She's the claw that gleams in revolution's shadow, the rebel that prowls the dark black cat. He's the man who's been to hell and lived to tell the tale, the incorrigible, reprehensible brute bomber. Blah. I was expecting, like, proper action, but okay. Just grapple, I guess. I did it! I beat the Brute Bomber! Sorry for spoiling your moment with a charade, but we wanted to kick off the new era of the Arcadion with a bang. Metam came up with a last-minute script, so I agreed to join in. Retired fighters have been returning as well, eager to fight in unenhanced matches. We're all going to do our part to keep the Arcadion exciting. As you may have already noticed, everyone's decided to remove the regulator. That's because we won't be needing souls anymore, feral or otherwise. Meanwhile, since you have no equal, you've been granted the title of Eternal Grand Champion and entered into the Hall of Fame. You're already a legend, basically. Now, though you may not be able to fight, we'd still love to see you. So don't be a stranger and drop by at my gym or the green room from time to time. As much as I hate to admit it, we played into the President's hands from the start. But it was only because you were the protagonist of his script that we could bring the tale to a happy conclusion. We truly couldn't have done it without you, our unenhanced Grand Champion. So please allow me to thank you again. We're forever in your debt. Conveniently took like 3 hours. Yeah, I think tomorrow I'll stream some more, but you know, specifically the main scenario. I don't think I'll get the main scenario done in a 3-hour span, but hey. But yeah, what an exciting set of fights. I think overall, let me talk about the raid tier, even though I haven't streamed all of it. Match 1! Very fun, very good first match. It has a really cool mechanic with the floor breaking apart and the boss knocking you over, and you have to aim yourself not to shatter the floor. Match 2 was really brutal at launch, because Honeybee... Usually in these fights, when you get hit by an AoE you're not supposed to, you get a vulnerability stack. So you take more damage the next time. This makes stacks and raid wides harder to survive. But Honeybee's gimmick is that she can charm you, and when she charms you, you're just paralyzed for a hot second. And some of her AoEs are really hard to dodge. This was the filter back then, and it was a really good fight. The Brute Bomber, also a really good fight. Really cool AoEs, a lot of traditional wrestling vibes. And then, of course, match 4. Really good music, really cool fight. Really cool use of the technology of the setting. And then we get to Tier 2. You got a nice disco fight with really good dynamic music. Really cool fight against... Well, it's a Pictomancer, but she uses spray paint, and overall pretty good fight with really good music. Match 3 is, funnily enough, the Brute Bomber again, but this time, you know, he's a mutant. He clings onto the building, he bursts through the building, you get flung to another building, you even sink through one. It's a really cool fight. And then Match 4... Match 4 has one of the spiciest DPS checks I've seen in a normal raid. The design of the guy was kind of underwhelming, because he's supposed to be, like, his feral soul is Fenrir, a wolf, but he does not look like a wolf, he looks like a Gundam. And well, we have these other matches. The first match was amazing. Second match, holy moly. It's ironic that it's the hardest one of the bunch. Third match was underwhelming, honestly, but considering it was all a test, I guess. I feel like they could have done more with the fact that the dude uses different souls to fight. Like, we saw him use different weapons, but those were just different AoE shapes. That wasn't a very exciting way to do the gimmick, I feel. And of course, the final fight, the music alone just really sells it. Overall, really good raid tier. I think in terms of mechanics and vibes, I liked it more than the previous one. Because Endwalker has really good raids. really good conclusion, but yeah. Don't know if I'll call this my favorite raid series yet, but it's up there. I mean, recency bias is true, but time will tell. Anyway, I'll see y'all tomorrow, probably sooner than 6 o'clock like how I started this stream. But, hope y'all have a lovely evening, and thank you for watching. Bye.